Welcome to my delicious channel, dears. I can basically eat sushi anytime, no matter the season, but somehow I crave it the most in summer. Maybe because it's a cold dish. Anyway, today I want to show you how to make sushi yourself, the basic types like nigiri, maki, futomaki, and inside-out rolls. First, you cook the sushi rice, because it takes a little time. For about 4 large rolls, 2 small rolls, and a few nigiri sushi, I use 3 measuring cups of rice. Wash it thoroughly until the water is no longer cloudy. Usually it takes 2 to 3 washes. This is done to remove the excess starch from the rice and also to clean it a bit. To wash it, I use a rice washing bowl, which is very practical, but you can also use a sieve or wash it directly in the pot. Pour out all the water and put the rice into the rice cooker. The usual rice to water ratio for sushi rice is 1 to 1.5. But I like to add a little less water because I definitely don't want my rice to be too soft. In this case, just use 4 measuring cups of water. If you don't have a rice cooker, you can also cook the sushi rice in a pot. First, bring it to a boil on high heat for 1 to 2 minutes. Then reduce to medium heat until you can't see the water anymore. After that, cover and cook on low heat for 15 minutes. Take off the stove, put a cloth between and let rest 5 more minutes. I have the digital rice cooker from Rice Hunger here. It also has a program specifically for sushi rice. Select that, start it, and the rice will cook on its own. In the meantime, you can already prepare the seasoning sauce for the sushi rice. For that, put 120 ml of rice vinegar in a small pot. Add 4 tablespoons of sugar and 4 teaspoons of salt. Heat everything up until it has all dissolved, then let it cool down. After about 30 minutes, the rice is ready. Put it into a large bowl. Typically, a wooden bowl called a hangiri is used for this because the wood absorbs the excess moisture in the rice and prevents it from becoming too mushy. Pour the seasoning sauce over it and mix gently. The rice grains should remain whole. Cover it with a cloth so it doesn't dry out and let it cool. Now the sushi rice is prepared and we can take care of the other ingredients. These are a piece of salmon and a piece of tuna. Both are sushi quality. If you eat fish raw, make sure that it is fresh. A few surimi sticks, a few cooked shrimp. You can buy them already cut and frozen. You just need to thaw them. A cucumber tamagoyaki. I already showed you how to make it yourself in one of my older videos. An avocado and a piece of Japanese pickled radish. Here you can see everything again. The amount varies based on the type of sushi you're making. I didn't use everything either, I just wanted to show you a selection of ingredients you can typically use for sushi. Now you need to cut everything to size, wash the cucumber and cut it into sticks about 10 cm long. Remove the core while doing this. That way it won't get too watery. You can also vary the thickness of the sticks as you like. Cut the avocado in half and remove the pit. The easiest way to do this is with a knife. You can already cut them into strips now, but I recommend leaving it as it is for now and only cutting off as much as you need later. Also cut the radish into sticks. For the salmon, I cut away the brown middle strip. The larger piece is sliced for nigiri sushi. If you cut at an angle, you'll get larger slices from it. The smaller pieces cut into strips for Maki rolls. Do the same with the tuna. As another preparation step, wrap your bamboo mat in fresh cling film. This makes cleaning up later so much easier. Wrap it once horizontally and once vertically. Double is better. This way it won't slip. Then you need a bowl of water. Add 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar because vinegar has antibacterial properties. Now you can start rolling sushi. Take out a sheet of nori for this. For the small Maki rolls, you only need half a sheet of nori, so cut it in half once. Nori sheets have a smooth side and a rough side. Place it with the smooth side facing down on the bamboo mat. Lightly moisten your hands so the rice doesn't stick, and spread about a handful of sushi rice on the nori sheet. Press it down gently with your fingers, leaving a small strip free at the top. The layer of rice shouldn't be too thick. If there are some small gaps, that's okay too. Then place 2 cucumber sticks on top and roll it up, pressing the roll together firmly each time. Your cucumber Maggi roll is ready. Do the same with salmon. You can also feel free to add other ingredients. But since Maggi's are small sushi rolls, I would recommend filling them with only one ingredient at a time. Here, I'll show you a large roll with several ingredients inside. For this, leave the nori sheet whole, cover it with a layer of rice and leave a little space at the top. If you have a few grains of rice sticking to your fingers, you can clean your hands in the water. You can also change the water from time to time. This time I'm adding a bit of wasabi paste. You can do that as you like. You don't have to. Some people also add Japanese mayo. That's up to you, just the way you like it. Put a piece of tuna, radish and cucumber on top and roll it up. Next, we'll make inside-out rolls with nori inside and rice on the outside. For that, cut off about 1/3 of the nori sheet. The pre-printed lines also help you cut fairly straight. Cut the piece you removed into thin strips. You can use that later. First, as usual, spread the rice on top. This time, cover the whole sheet. This will be a red inside-out roll. For that, I put a little red tobiko on the rice. That's fish roe. It has a crunchy texture and tastes slightly salty, like the sea. It's also available in different colors. You can also use masago for this. Both are small fish eggs. Masago is a bit smaller than tobiko and has an orange color. Now carefully flip the whole thing over. And now put your desired ingredients directly on the other side, right on the nori sheet. This time I'm using salmon and avocado, one of my favorite combinations. Roll it up again and press it firmly. Roll and press. And an inside-out roll is done. For the green roll, I use green tobiko. It was colored with wasabi. This time, surimi sticks and a few thin cucumber strips go into the roll. Here I wanted to mention, if you're working with fresh fish and it takes you longer to finish rolling everything, cover the finished rolls with fresh cling film and keep them in the refrigerator until then. Then I'll show you another variation with sesame seeds. For that, I like to mix white and black sesame seeds. Spread them over the rice and flip it over again. Top with tuna and radish. For inside-out rolls, I usually use 2 ingredients. Roll it up. Here you can see it again from the side. So, roll, press firmly, pull the bamboo mat away bit by bit from the top, press firmly again, and keep rolling. Now it's time for the nigiris. We'll start with a salmon nigiri. For that, wet your hands really well again. Then take a little bit of rice in your hand and press it together into an oval ball. After that, place a piece of salmon on your palm, add a little bit of wasabi on top and place the rice on it. Press together several times. And your salmon nigiri is ready. Do the same for the tuna nigiri. You can also top your nigiri with many other types of fish or even seafood. But avocado and asparagus nigiri, for example, are also very popular with vegetarians. Do the same for ebi nigiri. You can also use raw shrimp of sushi quality for that. For surimi nigiri, you'll use the thin strip of nori that you cut earlier. If necessary, trim it a little. Wrap it around the surimi stick and the rice drum so they stay together. It's the same with tamago nigiri. Also, wrap a nori strip drum around it. Then all the sushi is ready and it's time to cut the rolls. We'll start with the kappa maki. Cucumber maki. For this, briefly dip the tip of the knife into the water mixture and let it run down the blade. This helps the knife glide through better when cutting. First, cut it in the middle, then stack the rolls on top of each other and cut them into 6 equal sushi pieces. You can also divide them into 8 pieces, then each piece will be a little smaller. Now the sake maki, which is salmon maki, then the big roll, furo maki. You can fill it with even more ingredients to make it really big, but then definitely cut it thinner so it fits in your mouth at once. Now cut the inside out rolls as well. First, the red sake inside out with salmon and avocado. Then the green one. By the way, inside out rolls with surimi, cucumber and avocado are also called California rolls. And last but not least, the sesame roll. Arrange everything nicely on a sushi serving platter, add a bit of pickled ginger, and of course a little wasabi. Doesn't that look beautiful? There's several hours of work in that, and in no time at all, everything will be eaten up. So go ahead and take a few photos before you eat it. Yum, yum. As a tip, you should always eat nigiri sushi fresh. But if you do have a few rolls left over, you can wrap them in fresh cling film and store them in the refrigerator. The next day, coat them in tempura batter and fry them. So basically eat them as fried sushi. That way, you're definitely on the safe side. And that's how you eat sushi. Add a little wasabi if you like. As much as you want or as much as you can handle, but you don't have to. Then briefly dip it in the soy sauce. In between, eat a piece of ginger every now and then to neutralize the taste. Dip a few nigiri sushi pieces in with the fish side down. Otherwise, the rice would soak up too much soy sauce and unwanted grains of rice would fall into the sauce. Well then, enjoy your meal. I really hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to take part in the giveaway, just leave me a comment under the video and say that you want to participate and you're in. You can find more information about the recipe and the giveaway in the video description. So good luck and have fun rolling sushi. Bye!